Hey guys, it's Elisa, and today I have my booktubeathon wrap up. With my schedule, it was very difficult for me to be able to do daily updates and everything like that, so I decided that I was gonna go ahead and do a wrap up anyway, and it was something that I decided like Monday night, so sorry for not letting you guys know or anything like that, but I am gonna, doing this whole wrap up of everything. I am going to go ahead and tell you guys what I read, how many pages I read a day, and what the total amount was. So, yeah. So let's get right to it. In this booktubeathon, I read 5 books. 3 of them I finished, 2 of them I didn't. So what I'm going to go ahead and start off with is basically how many pages I read each day. I, kind of spoiler alert, did not meet the daily goal. It got so I got so busy. I mean, working 8-hour shifts, and that's because I gave up doing some things. Like, I stopped running just so that I could do this. Like, I had to give some stuff up. Like, I did not watch TV at all. So, yeah, anyways, so for Monday, I started off with listening to the audio version of Unraveled by Jenna Showalter. This is book 2 in the Intertwine series. I read 311 pages, or listen, I should say. I listened to 311 pages of that audiobook because every time I would stop at a chapter, like I would look it up in the book. That's how I know. So for Tuesday, I still went ahead and listened to the rest of Unraveled. I read There was 261 pages still left in this book, which I did complete on Tuesday. So when I finished that one, I still had like another like 39 pages to go ahead and read for that day for the 300 a page challenge. I went ahead and started on Twisted. I know I said I wasn't sure if I was going to go ahead and get to it, but after finishing Unraveled, I was like, how could I not, especially with the cliffhanger that Unravel ends with? So I went ahead and picked up Twisted. I read 46 pages, which brought my total to 307 pages on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I did go ahead and continue with Twisted. I read 20 pages of Twisted. Yes, I read them before work. And then I forgot my book at home, which is like a first for me. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it was in my bag, but it wasn't. I left it at my desk. So when I got home, I was like, I have nothing to read. I don't have the book with me. Since I didn't have the book with me, I decided to go ahead and go back to what I was reading on my on my Friday reads that I mentioned, like, not this past Friday, but the Friday before, where I was reading One Street Ride by Jackie Burton. I went ahead and read 115 pages of that. So that brought my total to 143. Thursday, when I went back to work, I got my book. And when I came home, I was only able to read 54 pages of Twisted. So Wednesday and Thursday were not good days for me, but what can you do? On Friday, that was not a success either. I ended up only reading 54 pages of Twisted, which is a weird coincidence. It was just, I wasn't planning for that amount. I just read when I got out of work and then I went to sleep. So on Saturday, I wanted to make a bigger effort, so I did not go out. I read whenever I could. I went and I like hid myself during lunch. I felt so bad, but I went and I hid myself and everything like that, and I was still reading Twisted at that time. I read 191 pages. When I finished that night, on Saturday, I was on page 375. Yes, I was on page 375 when I ended on Saturday. So on Sunday, I literally woke up super early just because I was like, I don't work today. This is really the only day that I have to try to make some headway on there. I knew that it was going to be impossible for me to reach the 2,100 goal, which at that point I was okay with it. I just wanted to go ahead and finish Twisted and see if there was anything else that I could finish. But so Yeah. So I did go ahead and finally finish Twisted on Sunday. I did read the 200 pages that were left of this book. And then after I finished Twisted, I did go ahead and I went ahead and decided that I did want to go ahead and read Black Heart by Holly Black. This is the third book and the final one in the Curse Worker series. This book is 296 pages, and I literally sat down like after I finished Twisted, I ate breakfast and then I read this book. And I literally did not stop until I finished it, which I was super surprised. By like 8 o'clock at night I was done reading Blackheart. I liked it. I think I would have enjoyed it more if I hadn't forced myself to read it, but I did enjoy it. So after I finished Blackheart, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go eat dinner because I haven't eaten since breakfast. After dinner, I decided that I still had time. Let me read another book. I knew I wasn't gonna finish it, but I did want to go ahead and read another one. And during my little like slump on Wednesday, when I was kind of stressing out about this booktubeathon, I did decided to go ebook shopping. So I ended up buying Fading by E.K. Blair. This is the first book in the Fading. I don't know if it's going to be a duology or something like that, but this is the first book in it. I kept going back to it, like I kept thinking about it, like after I read the synopsis, and I was like, I have to read it. Like I didn't want to have, push it in front of everybody else, so, but I had to, so I went ahead and read. So I read 100, well, I didn't stop reading till like 6 o'clock in the morning, but I only counted the pages that I read up until like midnight. So at midnight, I was already at page 113. All in all, I read 1,669 pages, which is, if we divide that by 7, that's 238 pages a day, which is not really what I did, but that's still good for working, 8-hour shifts every day. So, yeah, pretty proud of that, even though I did not reach the 2,100 page goal, but it's okay. The challenges that I did go ahead and complete were with Unraveled. It satisfied my audiobook, more than 500 pages, and a reread on there. So this book satisfied 3 challenges, which is good. And then Black Heart satisfied reading the end of a series, so 4 challenges. So out of the like 7 challenges that there were, I completed 4, so that's not bad. Did not meet the 300 one. I did not read the classic. I did not read a book that's been on my shelf for a very long time. So I want to thank Ariel Bassett and Raylene from Padfords and Prongs '07 for this great booktubeathon. They were awesome hosts. I can't wait for next year. I think this time I'm going to use some vacation time just so that I have a better outcome. But no, I enjoyed it. It was fun. After, like, I don't know what happened, like Wednesday, I started like stressing out, and it kind of bled into Thursday. And Jesse from Jesse the Reader had like said this amazing thing, like, we shouldn't stress, like it's just for fun, like they didn't make it to stress us out, so we shouldn't let it stress us out and just kind of read just to read. So after I kind of was like, Jesse's right, I was able to calm down and go ahead and do it. Did you guys participate in the booktubeathon? If you did, let me know how your challenges went. How did your page counts go? You can leave it in the comments down below. You have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye!